I swear by Almighty God.
Secretary of State for Health and Social Care and Deputy Prime Minister.
His heirs and successors, according to law, so help me God.
Angela?
Yes, it's good
I
to
swear by
see.
Almighty God that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to His Majesty King Charles, his heirs and successors, according to law, so help me God.
More former Prime Ministers, Charles, than you can shake a former Prime Minister at.
And I think it's important that the country sees that these MPs are reaffirming their loyalty to the Crown and to the country.
I think, though, we were just talking about the Queen, and I think that we want to hear more and more and more people saying how wonderful she was.
And it's across the spectrum. That's Eleanor Lang, who's a Deputy Speaker. So it's not only the holders of as it were, cut-and-thrust government high office, it's also the Speaker's deputies doing it.
Yeah.
Rafe.
Well, you mentioned
it's very moving.
You mentioned the tributes that were paid. It was amazing how many senior politicians mentioned the faux pas that they committed in front of the Queen and how cack-handed they were. And that tells you a lot, really, because these are very confident, some of them very egotistical people, greatly in charge of their own departments, but in the presence of the Queen, in the presence of the monarchy, a power higher than them, a power to whom they are accountable, they get tongue-tied.
Nigel Evans, another Deputy Speaker. And it was interesting that when the word first went round 2-3 days ago, if I remember rightly, that the news from Buckingham Palace was grave from Buckingham Palace, that Lindsay Hoyle made his statement, then stepped out of the chair and Nigel stepped in. That's Brendan Lewis, who's the Lord Chancellor. So what you're looking at now on the main part of the screen, where is it? There it is, as Jacob Rees-Mogg does it, former Leader of the House of Commons and now Business Secretary. These are a range of very senior members of Parliament, and it's not just Tories. We saw Sir Keir Starmer, the leader of the Labour Party, doing it. Ian Blackford, the parliamentary leader of the Scottish National Party, doing it, as the new Environment Secretary does it as well. Accepting the Speaker's invitation to renew their oath of allegiance, which they first took when they were elected to the late Queen.
And bear true allegiance to His Majesty King Charles, his heirs and successors, according to law.
Precisely that point.